everyone, it's Talia Rose and welcome back to my channel, and today I have my very highly requested goals video. I've been planning on doing one of these videos literally for ages, and then I felt like the more and more time that went on, I just felt like there was no point anymore, because it's now like, well, the day that I'm filming this, it is January the 15th. And I feel like this is something that you should post maybe on New Year's Day, but I just thought I really want to film one of these anyway, and I did ask for my stories and a lot of people wanted to see it, so I was like, do you know what, I'm just going to film it and still upload it. So this is going to be like my goals and aspirations for the year of 2022. How crazy is that? And yeah, I'm just going to read out everything that I've got. I'm going to show you my vision board, I'm going to show you some tools and things that I've got to sort of help me along the way with my goals, and yeah, let's get on with the video. So I'm going to start off by reading out all of my goals for 2022. So I did a goals video a year ago. So I did like her 2021 goals, and I was literally watching this as I was getting ready for this video, and very interesting looking at what my goals were last year, and that a lot of them were quite similar to what I want to achieve this year, which is quite funny. So to start off with, I'm going to show you this journal which I got from the girls' bathroom. So I got this for Christmas off my grandma. I did ask for it, and it is the girls' bathroom, the journal. So the girls' bathroom is Sophia and Cinzia's brand. They do a podcast, and I think they've got quite a lot of merch as well. But Sophia and Cinzia are YouTubers, and they came out with this journal, and it was so up my street, and I thought it's the perfect time to buy myself a good journal at the beginning of the year to write down all of my goals and everything in it. The way it's laid out is just really, I don't know what the word is, like it's aesthetically pleasing to me. I don't know about you, but some journals that I look at, I'm like, I would have that differently, but this is perfect for me. So I'm going to start off right at the start. It's also got this little string bit which really helps to sort of keep the page. There's like little quotes throughout it and how to use the journal, and then there's a little goals list. There's also some cute little pictures throughout as well, like illustrations. So you get 2 pages to fill out your goals. I've still got 3 that I haven't yet filled out, but you get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You get 14 little bullet points to work towards. So first one is to read every day and journal. So throughout 2021, I feel like I got back into the swing with work, and I was working a lot more, but then I kind of lost focus on myself. So I feel like I didn't do as much self-care throughout 2021 as I did in 2020, but I think that was just more of a time thing. So this year I want to spend at least half an hour every single day to myself, whether that's reading, journaling, doing yoga. Like, I just want half an hour, preferably at night, just to spend half an hour on my own, just to do what I want to do, read, spend time focusing on myself rather than, I don't know, I just find that I love spending time with family, I love spending time with people, but I enjoy my own company so much. And yeah, I never used to, but I feel like in more recent years, as I've gotten older, I do enjoy my own company, and I just find that spending half an hour a day doing something like that would just help me so much mentally, and that's one of my goals. So yeah, to read more. So I just absolutely love reading. I used to be such a little bookworm, and again, with time and things, I just stopped reading as much. So I'm making it a mission, which I have kind of stuck to this year so far, and I read every single night. So I also want to make sure I journal a little bit more, and I think this will help me a lot with that. I just want to fill it out every single day. I've also recently purchased this, which is from one of my favourite brands, which is the Lion and the Sunflower. I've talked about them quite a lot on my channel before, and I picked up this gratitude journal. So I made a point last year to write down 3 things that I was grateful for every single day, and some days I do it, some days I wouldn't, but I would find that the days that I did it, I was so much more positive, I was so much happier in myself, and I just think it's something that everyone should be doing every single morning when you wake up, is to write down at least 3 things that you're grateful for every day, and it can literally be anything. And I thought it would be really helpful for me, just because I find things easier to do, and I find it more exciting if I've got something already visually down. So this is a gratitude journal, and literally every single page looks like this. So it has the date and then it says I'm grateful for, and then it's got these little bullet points and you just write down what you're grateful for every single day. I think there's 5 little points, and that is literally all this journal is. But I love this. Like, I will find this so much more helpful rather than just having like a plain notebook to write down things, because I just don't end up doing it. Whereas if I have this by my bed every single morning, I can just get up, write down all the things that I'm grateful for, and I feel like this is really helpful. So I'll leave this link down below as well, because I just think this is gorgeous, and she does some other really good planners as well. My next goal is to do more yoga at least 4 times a week. So I think last year my goal was to be a lot more healthier and do more fitness, which I didn't do, and I found that I really enjoyed yoga. So I've always really enjoyed yoga, and I tried doing a few workouts and they just weren't for me. So I find that my kind of favourite kind of exercising is through yoga, so I really want to make more of an effort to do more yoga this year. This one's a little bit more on the YouTube side of things, so I'd like to hit, I don't know if I've ever said this like on a channel or I've been like this specific, but I would love to hit 10k on Instagram and YouTube. I know that's really like, is superficial the right word? I don't know, like very, like I don't want people thinking, oh, you're just doing it for like the views and the subscribers and stuff like that, but I feel like you always need a goal and something to work towards, and that's always been my biggest goal. It was my goal last year, which sadly I didn't reach, but I've also made it my goal this year, which is a very far away goal, but at the same time they do say to reach for the stars, so I'm just putting it down as my goal. I've written it everywhere. I've also done a vision board, which I'll show you in a minute as well, and that's got that down on it. And yeah, 10k is just like the ultimate goal and the ultimate dream. Whether I'll get there or not, I don't know, but it's one of my goals which I'm going to try and work towards. My next one is to be more consistent on Instagram. So I don't know what it is, but the past year I just feel like Instagram has just dropped, like, and I don't mean just mine, I mean like for everyone. I feel like the algorithm has just changed up completely, and it's really hard to grow on Instagram nowadays, and I just don't post as much as I want to on there, and that is literally why. So I am going to make it my goal this year to be more consistent on Instagram and try to talk on my stories more. I talked about this on my story the other day, but I never talk to the camera like on my stories, on my Instagram stories, and I think it's because I can physically see who's viewing my stories, and I just find that so, like, I don't know, it's really daunting when I can see exactly who's viewing my stories. So yeah, hopefully this year I managed to get over that fear and post more on my Instagram, post more on my stories, and just create a bit more of a community on there as well as my YouTube. Next one is to travel. I want to go on at least 2 holidays, 2 different places, and that has been my goal. Not only like outside of the country, but I'd like to do more traveling in the UK, like go to different places that I've never been before. I'm gonna book like a girls' holiday this year, and I just want to travel more. Overall, my next goal is to manifest and use crystals. That was my goal last year as well, and I feel like I started my journey of manifesting in crystals, but I want to delve a little bit deeper into that. I think you've always got room to grow and learn when it comes to crystals and manifesting, and I just want to continue that journey with them and spend more time learning about it, and that's, yeah, something I really want to get into. Now my next one is to learn to drive. And if you follow me on Instagram, you'll have seen that I did my first lesson on Tuesday, which was very scary, very nerve-wracking. I have done lessons before, so I did them about 3 or 4 years ago now, and I got quite far with them, and then I ended up quitting and I never continued with them. So this year I am going to learn to drive, and I'm putting this out there. I mean, I'm putting it on YouTube just so that everyone else knows that I'm going to do this, and that I can tell myself that I will drive this year. I put it on my vision board, it's going to happen. The next one is to eat healthier. I don't eat the most healthy, and I know I could eat better, so I just need to be a little bit more mindful of what I eat and try and eat a little bit healthier. Next one is to live in the moment and no expectations. I have this thing where every time I do something or I go somewhere, I always have really it sounds really like bratty, but like I always have expectations of what something's going to be like, and I think either way, if you have an expectation, you're either going to be let down or you're going to be like, wow, it's even better than what I expected. But I just feel like if you take away the expectation and just enjoy the moment, then nothing else matters. And I feel like there's so many times where I have this expectation of what something's going to be like, and then it doesn't end up being like that, and then I'm upset because it's not. But then I'm like, I've just made that up in my head, like, for no reason. And I think a lot of that comes from social media too. Like, you see people, it's like at Christmas, like you see other people's Christmas decorations, like big YouTubers that have got millions of subscribers, they earn millions and their houses look unreal, and you're like, oh god, like I've decorated my house and it doesn't look half as good as that. But I'm like, well, of course it's not, because I don't have £1 million to spend on Christmas decorations. Do you know what I mean? So I think to have less expectations of life and just living in the moment, going with the flow, accepting things as they are, and just being more mindful, I think is a big one for me, and I definitely need to work on that. My next one is to not care about what other people think. So this is another one that's kind of linked with like Instagram, YouTube and stuff. I hold myself back so much with a lot of things when it comes to just life in general, but also like my channel and my Instagram. I don't do certain things because I think people are going to judge me for it. Like I said about talking on my Instagram stories, it's always been such like a fear of mine to post stories because I'm scared of what the reaction is going to be, and if I slip up on my words. And I know it probably sounds really silly because I come on YouTube and just speak my thoughts, but I feel like Instagram's a little bit more instant and I can't just edit out what I've just said. So I think if I just took away the pressure that I put on myself, then it would make everything a million times better, because funnily enough, I post stories and nobody cares. Like, nobody cares. And if they did, I need to not care if they care. Do you know what I mean? Like, I just need to stop caring about other people's opinions and what I think people are going to think of me if I do something, or what they're going to think if I don't, and just letting go of that sort of pressure that I'm literally just putting on myself. It's not even other people doing it, it's literally just me. So I need to stop caring what other people think. And finally, my last one is to buy my first car. So that's linking in with driving. I'm not putting too much pressure on this one just because I want to make sure I pass first. That's like my first goal, and then to buy my first car is obviously like the dream. That's like really far away from where I am right now, but to buy my first car is like, would be incredible. And I've got like an idea in my head of like my dream car and what I want to buy, and yeah, it's all very exciting. But they are all of my 2022 goals. I'm really scared I'm going to say 2021 because I'm not in the mindset of 2022 yet, but so that's the little goal page that you get. They're all the goals that I've written down, and then throughout the rest of the journal there's like the odd quote, but then the rest of it is literally just this. So you basically just write down your daily goal, task to achieve, and then there's also like a plan for the day. So it's morning, afternoon, evening. The next one is pay yourself a compliment, which is quite cute. How are you feeling today? Drink up. Have you moved your body today? And you can kind of tick yes, or I'm resting today, or a little. And I just find this journal so helpful. I've used it so much already. Yeah, I just find it really helpful to just keep on you on days like this where you're trying to be productive and trying to keep up with all your tasks, but then you can just tick them off as you go. So my next tip for writing out New Year's goals is to make a vision board. So I'll insert a picture on the screen of my vision board. So there's loads on there. So I've got like yoga, I've got my hitting 10k on TikTok, there's outside of a plain window, a quote, I find comfort in knowing the best is yet to come, 11:11 because I always see 11:11. They're the angel numbers, so I've put them down on there. I've got an acai bowl because they're like my favourite like summer breakfasts, beige outfit, passing my driving test, crystals, there's just loads on there. There's like traveling with my friends, hitting 10k subscribers, like loads of little quotes on there, which I just find looks to me aesthetically pleasing. So I made this vision board off Pinterest, and there's an app called Canva, which is where I put all of the pictures together, and I just got my pictures off Pinterest and Google. Like, I just searched all these different pictures and I picked the pictures that spoke the most to me. So like the ones that I looked at and I was like, yes, that makes me want to travel, or yes, that makes me want to do yoga, or that makes me want to pass my test. Like I just picked all the pictures that just spoke to me and made me like look at like, wow, I want that. That's what I want for my life. And I feel like that's the most helpful, because if you look at a picture and you're like, that's kind of what I want, but it's not really, you're not gonna look at it and feel inspired. So they're all the pictures that make me feel the most inspired and aesthetically pleasing to me, and yeah, have my vision down to a T. So that is my goals video for 2022. I really hope you enjoyed watching this video and you found it inspiring and you took a few tips from it. I really hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, definitely give it a massive thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. I've got lots of exciting content coming in the next couple of weeks. So tomorrow I'm going to be going to London with Ben for my birthday for 4 days for my birthday, and I'm going to vlog the weekend. I'm going to do a little get ready with me whilst I'm there, and yeah, I've got lots of exciting things planned for my channel. So yeah, keep an eye out for my videos and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.